There you go. Hey there.
Speak easy, believe me. Back at it like back habits, ladies and lawyers. How
What a,
right?
what a special guest.
Tata Balenciaga in the building.
But Talis.
Tata,
Which means warrior, child.
Break that down. Batalis, warrior. The Batalis apparel lifestyle unlocks your inner warrior.
Yeah. He's in the building.
I am, because I am first. We live platform. And off the top rope, Mr. VP in the building off the top rope.
I don't even know me off the top rope, child. Jumping in.
As y'all see, the familiar is here on CP time like mofo.
Man, listen, bro. I had the elbow out, bro. I was gonna drop the elbow on the whole audience here, but I just see this dope ass graphic we got up right quick.
Elbow on them folks. Y'all sit back, stay tuned for a great episode as we top it up with Mr. Batalis, the inner warrior himself. We're gonna be breaking down a little bit of Wakanda, a little bit of Chapelle, some news from Black Wall Street, some student loan debt. And y'all know we got a Yezzus Check in tonight. Y'all sit back, get a nice little drinky drink to sip on. You know what we do.
At daSpeakeasy, subscribe to it. Monday through Saturday, live every day. Every day of the week, the fucking speak easy.
All kinds of vibes. How is the family like?
Hey,
You go first.
hey, who we got up at the top right, bro? I ain't never met him before. Who we got on?
I think he's talking to Mr. Tour.
Hey, Cookie, though, I need you to change the name to Brand New.
Wow, brand new child.
No, I'm just messing with you. Hey, it's good to see y'all again.
Good to see you, family. I've been low key, high key, really watching everything y'all do every day. Y'all be live every day, y'all. Just like the song say.
Listen, I felt like I let my guy down last week, man. This basketball season is starting up for the boys. It's more like AAU than rec. It's a lot more like AAU. They're traveling and everything. So for this basketball season, you all won't see Mr. Bring That Heat as much, but I will be on every second that I can be on. It's my therapy.
He's here tonight with us. We're thankful. We're grateful.
I was happy to see that link go out about 15 minutes later. I'm like, yes. Then I won't be so late. Let's get it.
We heavy on CPT time, and that's okay. Y'all know what everybody been talking about this past weekend. There's been two main things for us.
Wakanda Forever. Don't spoil it. I have not watched.
Wakanda Forever. Mr. Dave Chapelle.
I'm spoiling all that shit, Cookie. You're gonna have to mute me. I'm spoiling everything.
Get him out of here.
So at the end,
Cold blooded.
Get him out of here.
All right, but realistically, what's the cutoff? Like, when can I start spoiling and be like, well, if you ain't seen it by now, you ain't gonna see it?
I would say, this is my personal opinion. After 7 days since it's been out, after 7 days, I'm sorry. You didn't really want to watch it. If you haven't put your white on by now.
I can respect that. I can respect it.
1 week.
Hey, let me tell you, Ron will watch something, and like 60 seconds later, he already posted, just ruining it for everybody. And you like, Ron, bro, I ain't seen it yet. And he was like, what you waiting on? It's been out for an hour. What you mean?
That is not the ladies alone.
Oh my God. Well, I'm excited too. And I've heard nothing but good things. Let's tap back into where you said you wasn't watching it, CJ. I just want to know now, you said you have watched it now. So what do you think now? And don't spoil any doggone thing.
So it was the reason why I did not spend my money.
I understand.
Was because I'm a huge fan of T'Challa. I'm a huge fan of Chadwick too, but I'm a huge fan of T'Challa being the Black Panther. And I felt like he was wrongfully cut out. They used Chadwick's passing as a scapegoat to kind of skate over black male excellence to fast forward to black female excellence, which is equally as good. Not saying it's wrong, but I just was missing that T'Challa piece. But when your better half says you and the kids are going, you and the kids are going. And so like said, yes, ma'am. And I took my free ticket and I sat there and watched it. And it was a really good movie. Good. Really good. It was lacking in areas, but it was really good. Really good.
Yeah, I definitely sorry. When we watched the preview, I know the biggest thing was like guys were like, they love Black Panther. Like you were saying, like it was like, this is my superhero. This is my character I love. So it's like when you're seeing all this women empowerment, you're like, whoa. I didn't come here for this.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you do follow the comic book, the Black Panther, he prematurely passed in the movies, but the Black Panther did pass, and before his son took over, his sister was filling in as the Black Panther. So it has some accuracy to it. It has some accuracy to it.
Right. For the people that watch comments, because we're not going to spoil it, but
right. I'll wait till y'all see it. Hopefully this time next week.
Hopefully we're going to talk about that thing, because if you ain't watching this, on you.
And loyal.
Hey, my butt, Tata, we got the whole setup, but your setup look better than mine.
I'm talking about
right. Bro, you hiring?
You got that thing going. He make beats, y'all. Tell him about you, Tata. Tell him about you.
Oh, we need some beats, sir.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Art. There's low art, music, fashion, whatever.
I think you got the other video up on your laptop. I think it's echoing.
So you have to go to the settings and fix the settings now.
It might be good now, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, he said he did fashion. He got music.
Yeah, tell us all the stuff you do, Cookie.
Apparel, fashion, apparel and fashion, beats, music, lots of stuff. Like I think I bought some soap from him at one point. Got a lot of stuff going. Black-owned business, baby. I mean, he's a super entrepreneur. Doing a lot of things for the culture. And we have the link. Yeah, we dropped the link. So you can tap into his clothing line. But he's going to give us everything. He does a lot of readings. I mean, just you name it, really.
Yeah, I do pretty much everything.
I got a green thumb, so I had to follow the Facebook page. I seen my guy jump in the comments. He came in in the door being a lawyer, like responding, posting, sharing. I'm like, man, I love this kind of energy. I love this kind of energy. So I'm just going through the Facebook page. You can see that you are a popular man in these Facebook streets, trying to reach those levels. I even saw my man, he had a green thumb. He got a green I'm a plant dad myself. I'm an elephant ear extraordinaire. But I was like, hey, he into the plant. So, hey, man, shout out to Black Excellence.
So,
Yes, sir.
Major shout out.
Major shout out.
You know, since we talking and congratulating Black business, we got a Black Wall Street shout out today. We're gonna ask you a couple of questions about everything that you got going on, Tata. But right after this shout out right here. We got a Black-owned sneaker brand going viral with more than 350K loyal followers.
Sheesh.
Just want to give a shout out to them because the shoes is hella dope too, y'all. They ain't that bad.
Not they ain't that bad. I think they glow. They
Shoes
glow
look nice.
in the
They
light.
They look just as good as the shit Nike, Adidas.
Balenciaga. This giving Balenciaga. I mean,
yeah, same shit, bro. Cause I look at some of these shoes that y'all be spending hundreds of dollars on, be like, ain't no way, boy.
thousands of dollars.
Wait, thousands. Excuse me.
This is what we need to be about. All we talk about is the problems that's going on. We're gonna talk about some Kyrie. We're gonna talk about some music. We're gonna talk about some politics. Y'all know the vibe, but this is the solution right here, and that's why we happy to have this special guest on. That's a part of the Black business motivation and the drive. So tell us a little bit about everything you got going on, sir.
where to start? The Batalas, something I started, I say about a couple of months ago, to be honest. It's not my first venture as far as clothing line, but the Batalas means warriorship, to be a warrior of all things in life, all situations, all trials, tribulations, and it's for our people.
For the people.
For our people.
For the culture. I love it.
For the culture.
There's a quick bar.
Respect.
Miami
Y'all tap
Dade.
in. Y'all see the links. Y'all see the love. Y'all see the support. Whether you're watching this now, later, or you're catching the podcast, appreciate y'all support. They've been hacking our pages, y'all. So tap in, subscribe to us. Go to the YouTube, all that love, at this Speakeasy on all platforms. Let's get into this episode tonight, y'all.
Ron, I feel like we made it.
Oh yeah.
I feel like when your page is worth hacking, you made it.
Right.
I mean, you got pages out there that ain't worth hacking.
Right.
They came for the Speakeasy.
They came for the Speakeasy, child.
And I know who you are.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. I ain't gonna say your name. I ain't gonna give you the satisfaction. But I know.
Dang.
Applying pressure.
Mark Zuckerberg, get my account back, bro. What's wrong with you?
Answer those emails, sir. He just figured out Blue's Clues. You know they ain't hating if you pop. I'm sorry. You ain't how does it go, child? If you're not popping, you're not hating. If they're not hating if you're popping.
They not yeah. If they not hating on you, then you ain't doing something right. You remember what Cat Williams said, if you got one hater, then you need to figure out how you gonna get two haters by the end of the summer, something like that. Yeah, that's how it's
by the end of the day.
Tata, I was gonna ask you though, while we queuing up the content, man, how long have you been growing out your hair?
10 years.
Wow.
Second.
Man, I used to have locks down my back, bro. Cut my shit off. Now I'm starting back. But I love the wigs though, bro. I love it.
No, that's a Florida thing.
Yes, sir. For the culture. Let's go.
Is that where you're centrally located at?
Hey, China.
Tata, is that where you're centrally located at?
Yeah, Miami.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Ooh. The weather down there is 24/7, 365.
You still wearing shorts outside, huh?
All the seasons.
Oh.
Right. You got on a t-shirt right now. I got on 3 layers.
See how y'all do it.
All right, let's get right into the meat. You know, we kind of vibing. Let's get right into our Yezzus check-in and talk about, you know, everything
Let's talk about the Lord.
That's everything that's been laid out for us these past couple of months. Just went through election season. The country, the economy, it's all out of control. Recession is right upon us. War is right upon us. And meanwhile, we got Kanye living rent-free in our head.
If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product. Because look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
Oh my goodness. Hey, but you gotta pick a battle and stick to it. Much like my man, you fighting like 30 battles right now. Come on, bro. Let me support you in one. Yeah, you can't stretch me thin. I can't keep up with you.
Don't do him like that.
No, but I think that's a little wild that he said that though, just for the fact of he's a man with multiple talents. Like he's doing multiple things. So who's to say that Lady Gaga didn't go to school to be a photographer? Who's to say she didn't have some type of Polaroid camera engineering training? Like we don't know.
I think that's on a small scale in comparison to him saying his mother was sacrificed.
He is talking about it. That's why I say he got to pick a battle. You got us over here fighting one thing, and now you back over here doing another thing. It's crazy.
Well,
you got to stay on the news, bro.
Let's talk about his main battle. Tata, you're a business owner. You understand. How would you feel if you became the official richest ever black man in America, couple $1 billion, and just like that, in less than 24 hours, your net worth get cut by 80%, going down to like $300-400 million, and just having everything snatched away from you you've been working on for a couple decades, just because you had one attack on one specific community. We'll leave it at the untouchables for now.
For me?
Yeah, how would you feel?
I would want it to happen. For what I believe in, for my people. I feel like we look at everything on a monetary level. And 300-400 million for the way I feel, and it's mine. I worked hard for it. I don't care nothing about Adidas. I don't care nothing about no big company. My company will be the biggest company. So I feel like it's time for us to build our own platforms. And just, you know, I don't know how to put this because I get real deep with it. But
well, that's what we're here for. We're here to keep it blackity black, baby. Tell them. Your audience right now.
Know the hell with them all. That's why we got the Batalas. That's why we gonna build up other lines. And I thought about it today too. A lot of times people don't know what the hell they be wearing.
That's right.
I mean, you got Louis Vuitton,
Gucci.
Those are nothing but sigils.
Those are what?
Sigils.
Explain that. Now, somebody who's ignorant like me, explain what you mean.
Sigil is basically, let me see. I can't say firmer. All right, if you look at the McDonald's sign, that sign alone, what's the word for it?
I know what you're talking about, but
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Damn, what's the word?
I haven't taken my vitamin today, so no sea moss. I'm cooking today.
It's some kind of effect.
Like that makes you desire.
Just like the mom on Wendy's. Just like that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
everything
like
assembled.
The arrow in FedEx.
Just like the red, exactly. Just like the red for food.
Like how the eye attracts to the light.
Exactly.
All greedy asses attract to that M.
But see, us as people, we stuck on their shit. We stuck on their stuff.
Right.
It's time to break the chains with that.
Meanwhile, we need to be separating, creating our own communities and doing our own thing and building our own economics, which
Exactly.
we're going to get to Dr. King and, you know, how he led us into a burning house, which would be integration. But since we started talking about CMOS a little bit, let's give a little quick CMOS shout out. I think Cookie Dough and Tata, y'all both move CMOS products, right?
Well, I don't move CMOS.
Okay.
If y'all ain't got CMOS in your life as a daily part of your balanced diet, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, shout out to
especially when you get age 30 or better. But hey, get some CMOS in your life. You're welcome.
Shout out to the Speakeasy 2.0 sponsor, Cookie Couture. Her links is all over. Y'all should know. Go get y'all some CMOS. Let's see what Dr. Sebi, the legend, got to say about it.
I love Sebi.
Nick Cannon, where my movie at?
Every morning like this. Doug CMOS. Okay? CMOS have me falling on my knees every morning to check them. And if they hurt, then something is wrong. CMOS is alive. Corella is natural. CMOS is natural. CMOS has potassium iodide and potassium bromide. It has natural silica. That's why my bones, I could fall on my knees. Because CMOS is the best thing yet. Look, in fact, for Rand, the brother worked with me and Mr. G, he made the CMOS, man, the best I ever had. CMOS have me doing things every morning like this.
Let me just say this. Hey, I got a question. This is steam panel I'm seeing right here on my left. How many of y'all can hit that flow like that, pop back up?
At 81.
81. I can't do it right now.
Let's get the da-na-na instant replay.
Play my shit up.
Look at it. When he did it, I'm rubbing my knees like it's me. God. You know, that right knee ain't what it used to be either. So, and I'm on the CMOS daily. I need to, you know what?
He's on more than CMOS for sure, but CMOS is great. It does good for you, honey. If you don't know about it, look it up, honey.
I got a confession, y'all. I don't hope y'all don't take my black card or anything like
We're not gonna take your black card, child.
Thank you. I've never. CJ said, "Hold on." I've never used CMOS before.
Well, honey, we're gonna get some shipped out to you tomorrow. We'll get some shipped out to you on the first day smoking tomorrow.
And
look out for
you. You are light skinned, so you know.
See, I knew it was coming.
You need more. You needed more than us. Okay, I love you so much. I'm just playing. I'm sorry.
We appreciate it. All right, let's get back to a serious note and tap in with Dr. King.
Dr. King, honey.
Emancipation Proclamation of Abraham Lincoln, but gave the slaves no land, nothing in reality, and as a matter of fact, to get started on. At the same time, America was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that there was a willingness to give the white peasants from Europe an economic base. And yet it refused to give its black peasants from Africa, who came here involuntarily in chains and had worked free for 244 years, any kind of economic base. And so emancipation for the Negro was really freedom to hunger. It was freedom to the winds and rains of heaven. It was freedom without food to eat or land to cultivate, and therefore it was freedom and famine at the same time.
Oof. Tata, what goes through your head as you watch that and listen to great words of Dr. King? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Oh no, you put me on the spot all night. You can. I'll be down for it. But I think there's a lot said. We need to go within and heal, man. We that's basically what it boils down to with me. Like, we need to go within and heal. Like, we can point the fingers and blame everything, blame everybody, but we need healing.
Definitely.
Where does healing start?
It starts within. That's what the Batalas means, to unlock your inner warrior. Yes. Until we all learn to do that through meditation, through eating right, through connecting with the source, our creator, the Most High, your Ori, which is your head, your Eguns, which are your ancestors. We can hoop and holler all day. Hoop and holler all day.
Say the whole word, bro.
I couldn't agree more.
That's a whole word.
A word.
I personally feel like those sprinkle some reparations in there.
Absolutely. I can probably heal today.
Run me my check. I don't care what nobody say. Hey, you owe me money. I need that. But I don't even I lose sleep over $5. Let alone the trillions that they owe us.
Oh, let the church say.
But listen, you know one thing, even as a child, I always thought it was wild when I would see our people sitting in those restaurants, getting spit on, food thrown on them. Like, those people didn't want you there. And I remember from a young age saying, like, why would I want to eat there? You don't want me there. Ain't no telling what you're doing to my food in the back. And then I'm thinking, like, y'all probably know 3-4 other people who own restaurants on your side of town that's cooking this much better. I personally never understood the reason why we gave up our own table for a seat at theirs. Tata alluded to it a little earlier, saying it's about self and you going to get yours. I know when I was growing up, my dad used to say, why would you go work for somebody making XYZ when you can work for yourself and make XYZ? He was like, you always want to, work for your. And he would say, he was like, if you make $100,000 and you working for a company, just imagine how much you're really worth. If they're paying you $100,000, that means they're getting a profit off of you and they paying you that money. So what are you really worth? If you was to go out and get it on your own, you're actually going to attain what you're worth. And even if you fall short of where you at now, it's still all you. Nobody else is benefiting and pocketing off your hard work.
Absolutely.
And it just stuck with me from a young age. I never understood why we didn't continue to build bus lines, hotels, restaurants, all that good stuff.
To piggyback off of that, you got to think about the fact that they are able to have their own because of the work that our ancestors did. So I applaud Ye for what he did, because some people have a price, okay? And so I know it may look like, he took the numbers and I'm gonna add my Yeezy to Adidas. That man got out of them deals, okay? So now he can have Yeezy all to himself. It's up to us to act like the Adidas was on the damn thing and go out and get them Yeezys without the Adidas on it and make that brand big like it was without Adidas and get him where he was. We can put that man right back where he was at while he was with Adidas, just by standing with them. He's a black man, and he's telling truth. He's doing things that your ass is scared to do. So, you gotta support black people and pretend that man is Gucci. The people that own Gucci probably own damn slaves. The people that own Louis Vuitton and all those name brands that rappers wear, because they got a price, okay, and they got a platform. And then we're going to platform. They already signed contracts that says they can't do and they can't say. But Yeezy said, I'm about to get out of all this stuff. And this is just what I'm looking forward to. I'm thinking this is what he's going to be doing. Moving from them, having his own. And we need to be right behind this man, running to these stores, outside, packing out things to get there and support this man that, he's trying to do what other people aren't doing. Trying to make it. We need to support that man.
Hey, brother RZA mentioned, I was watching the video and it said something on the lines of black people, black Americans. Anyway, excuse me, black people in America, you identify as a black American.
Mm-hmm.
If we pulled our money together and became our own nation, we would be in the top 10 of nations as far as money coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And to hear that and to see that we don't own anything, it's like it's time we got to get on code. Like we got to get on code. We like going to buy Adidas, we should be looking at each other funny. Like if you see somebody wearing some Payless shoes, you talking about what are those? Like what you got on your feet? It should really be like that. Like if you don't have on a pair of the shoe brand that we saw earlier, if you don't have some clothes, if you didn't get your sea moss from, if you didn't, like we should be looking at each other sideways.
You don't got your Teflon bag, if you don't got your Batala shirt.
Right. If you don't have your Batala shirt, like what are you doing? So you wouldn't have spent $30 with those people, but you couldn't spend $30 with us. Like what do we got going on? And then
you wouldn't spend $1,700 with them people.
Right. And even if you have to spend a few dollars more with your people compared to saving some of some others. And I understand I can't speak for everybody's pockets, but that's the sacrifices that we should be willing to make for one another because we don't have the same pool and resources like these other nations and cultures do. When they selling product, they can get it for the cheap because they giving each other a break. Like the untouchables, these folks, they're not, it's no competition. They all sit in a room together and they go over each other contracts and say, oh, this person getting over you on here. Oh, you know, I got this. Like they tell us in the workplace, don't talk about your pay. They tell you don't talk about your pay. Don't talk to your coworker how much you make because you may make a little more than them. You don't want them to be mad. But them untouchables, they speak on all that. It's all up in the air and they all benefit. And I'm not a fan of them, but I'm a fan of how they move.
Right.
And we need to get like that. Get real selfish and start moving together.
But like for us, clothes, manufacturing, I'm the plug, man. I mean, I've done years of the research. So, you know, anybody want that information, hit me up.
Awesome.
So, all right, y'all. We got a couple news, three headlines to kind of break down as we wrap up tonight's content and then our final video. So real quick, if you didn't know, federal judge rules Biden's plan to cancel hundreds of billions of dollars in student loan debt is unconstitutional and must be vacated. Quick thoughts, y'all.
He knew that shit going into it. He knew that when he started promising that, these were folks that was telling him this is they're gonna say it's unconstitutional. They're not gonna let you pass it, and he ran with it anyway. He ran with it just for y'all vote. He told you that he wasn't black.
It sounded good.
He said you ain't black if you don't vote for him. Then he told you he was gonna cancel all your student loan debt, and he told you he was gonna put a stimulus in your pocket. He did none of that shit.
None of it.
And you get down to it, they still talking about now we can't codify Roe v. Wade. So even my Roe v. Wade folks who was voting on that, now look at us. What look at? When do we wake up?
That's right, Ash.
Some shenanigans really quick. Michael Jordan's son and Larissa Pippen are reportedly dating, y'all.
Why is that news?
Because Michael Jordan's the GOAT.
I'm just looking at.
Not the GOAT.
You know,
I think this is about Scottie Pippen, but it's shenanigans. Our last not shout out. This is on some very, very sad news. There was a UVA shooting where this young man went onto a bus and shot 3 of his teammates.
Crazy. Sad.
Thoughts and prayers.
Left to right, R.I.P. Devin Chandler. In our middle, we got Deshaun Perry, and on the right, we got Lavelle Davis. All incredible athletes on their college football teams. Life taken way too shortly. It's tragic. He was an ex-player on the team. Christopher Jones.
I thought he was a current. He wasn't a current player.
I thought it was.
He was like
He was a current player.
wasn't.
Candy. Shout out to the Truth Don't Want to Hear. Shout out one of our original lords, Candy. So from what I read was it was some beef going on the football team. So Buddy just jumped on had a charter bus and they were on a field trip somewhere, college field trip. And on the way back to campus is when he got up and just started shooting. And he shot those 3 gentlemen. Rest in peace to those brothers. And he also struck a couple other people with the loose bullets on the thing. So I'm as big as he is, it's like, bruh, if you got a problem, my nigga, put your setup, dog. Like, what are you doing? Just whoop some ass. When did we get to the point where whooping ass wasn't enough? Just 1, 2, and everybody go home.
Are we teaching our kids to still fight, or are we not teaching our kids to fight?
Hey, run up in the Williams house you want to.
Hey,
we can do it all here, but hand to hand, we yeah, let's get it.
That's sad. Very, very sad.
All right, y'all.
Dollars.
We have like 90 seconds left. Tata, how do you feel really quick about the word Semitic?
Semitic, I think it's a bunch of bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, especially if it's tied to Jews, or if it's tied to a specific being. I think that's crazy, man.
Tonight on the Speakeasy 2.0, ladies and lords, we have our very own CJ. We ain't gonna get kicked off for this one. Fellow Jew, to help us understand, what happens when this word is used. Let's see what she got.
Is a voice of criticism we don't often hear in the United States. Often when there is dissent expressed in the United States against policies of the Israeli government, people here are called anti-Semitic. What is your response to that as an Israeli Jew?
Well, it's a trick. We always use it. When from Europe somebody is criticizing Israel, then we bring up the Holocaust. When in this country people are criticizing Israel, then there are anti-Semitic. And the organization is strong and has a lot of money. And the ties between Israel and the American Jewish establishment are very strong, and they're strong in this country. As you know, they have power, which it's okay. They are talented people, and they have power, money, and media, and other things. And their attitude is Israel, my country, right or wrong, the identification. And they are not ready to hear criticism. And it's very easy to blame people who criticize certain acts of the Israeli government as anti-Semitics, and to bring up the Holocaust and the suffering of the Jewish people. And that justify everything we do to the Palestinians.
How powerful? Yours is a voice of criticism we don't often hear in the United States. Often when they...
Ladies and loyals, bomb dropped in the episode. The floor is y'all's. Tata, thank you for coming through tonight.
Most definitely, guys. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely.
We gotta get you back on, bro.
Most definitely. I enjoyed this.
Right. You can always just give us a holler and jump right through.
Most definitely. I got something for y'all too. I already hit y'all up about it.
Right. Most definitely. Y'all see the links. Go to the batalasapparel.com. Get you some gear. Go subscribe. Go support. Black Wall Street can't be Black Wall Street without the black. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in. Cookie Dough, CJ. Let's roll up out of here. Another incredible show in the books.
Yes, sir.